Hello, Colin Hung here for Healthcare IT Today, and I am here in Chicago, Illinois at the RSNA24 conference. This is one of my favorite conferences to go to. It's right at the end of the year. It's usually the final conference that I go to in a given year, and I always look forward to it because of all the fantastic technologies and interesting people that I talk to here at RSNA. This year, so far, has been no exception. It's just day one, and today kicked off with a fantastic conversation that I have with Shez Partovi. He is the Chief Innovation Officer at Philips. He and I had a really good discussion about the impact that all this technology, specifically radiology, cardiology, pathology, and the impact that the payload with all the images and information for those kinds of specialties is having on IT infrastructure, specifically bandwidth. Here is a snippet of that conversation with myself and Shez.
When we talk to our customers, both the physicians, radiologists, for example, and CIOs, here's what they tell us. They say, look, practice of radiology and pathology has changed. Remote reading is common, even in pathology. There's scarcity of radiologists and pathologists. And so there's more and more interpretive services being provided outside the hospital. Once you understand that, then you say, okay, well, if I'm doing the scanning in the hospital, how do I get this data in real time to remote locations? And so that becomes a challenge for the CIO, not only to manage the network payload, not only to store them, but then to extend secure networks to remote locations, including homes, to secure it and then deliver that large payload outbound from the hospital to locations. And so we have what we here in order to solve that problem. What we're doing is moving these technologies of PACS, digital pathology, and cardiac informatics to the cloud. We have a partnership we announced with AWS. And so these tools will be available, actually already, Health Suite Imaging, the PACS are already available, from the cloud. And so what that means is that wherever the radiologist is, securely it can deliver the information directly from the cloud. So the CIO, in partnership with Philips, puts that payload once in the cloud, cybersecurity, 24/7, follow the sun. We manage all that in collaboration, of course, a shared responsibility, but the CIO has visibility to all the things we do in our network operations center to secure those, to deliver those payloads from the cloud to wherever the point of service is. So it becomes actually a very close partnership with the CIO and their team, because once those payloads are created, they're uploaded to the cloud into our environment, and then wherever the point of care is, that's where the images securely are.
Watch for the full interview at healthcareittoday.com. Shez has a lot of more great things to say about the impact and how vendors really should be considering how to work with the CIO so that everyone's life is easy. Now, while I was at the Philips booth, I had the chance to get a demo of their pediatric coaching solution. And I gotta say, by far, it is the most cute solution I have ever seen here at RSNA. Now, this solution is designed to help kids who are going for an MRI or a CT become more comfortable so that they're less anxious. Here is Brad to show you just how cute the solution is and why I was so attracted to it.
Hello and welcome to RSNA 2024. My name is Brad Jesse. I'm the Business Marketing Manager for Ambient Experience in North America. Today, I'm going to show you our pediatric coaching solution. It's made of 3 different parts. One is called the Scan Buddy app. That is something that the children can play with at home, and it's here you can see this on the iPad here. It's made up of a gamification app, as well as an augmented reality portion where the children can actually see the scanner on their floor at home, walk around it, hear the sounds inside. And so this is a great way for kids to learn about the procedure that they're having at the hospital. The benefit of the pediatric coaching solution is really to help children between the ages of 4 and 9 to successfully get through an MRI examination at the hospital. Right now, a lot of hospitals are sedating children, and parents have to come in to be with the children during the exam, and we want to eliminate sedation if we can because it includes risk, and also we want the scan to be successful, and we don't want them to have have to do it again. And then once they get to the hospital, we have something called the kitten scanner, which is down here. And right here we have our kitten scanner. This is good for children when they come to the hospital. They can actually choose a character the one that they like. In this case, this is Ollie the elephant. And what they do is they can scan Ollie right here, and they push Ollie through here, and a video will play. It will teach the children how to hold still and how to get through a successful exam.
Here on day one at RSNA24, I also had the chance to catch up with Ram Chadalavada. He's the new Chief Medical Officer at PocketHealth. He's also at UC Health, which is a PocketHealth customer. And so I had the chance to sit down with him to get his view on the benefits that PocketHealth has brought to the clinicians, the staff, and the patients at UC. I also sat down with Rishi Nayyar, who is the CEO and co-founder, along with Ram, to talk about patient experience. I am kind of worried that patient experience is becoming a buzzword, and both of them reassured me that it's not. Here's a snippet of the conversation with Ram and Rishi.
What we found now is that I'd say proven just by our growth alone is that health systems are extremely savvy to what is like authentic patient engagement, what's something that actually improves the status quo, and they ask very, very tough questions of their vendor. How do you actually implement this? What happens if the patient has a question? What do you do in XYZ scenario versus ABC scenario? And I think it's very refreshing for for businesses like ours, where we focused on patient engagement for 9 years now, but truly that has been our entire business. And we use different mediums, like we use image exchange and we use follow-up management as like mediums to engage with the patient. But the reason we've been able to grow so much is because for the last several years, while Colin, you've been getting more and more frustrated with more people saying that buzzword, they're saying that buzzword more because health systems are caring more.
We actually took a two-phase approach. We had some changes in our personnel, our so-called film room. We had a couple of folks who are retiring and transitioning jobs and roles. So we actually had an immediate need to replace the disc, or so-called ditch the disc model. And so actually PocketHealth helped us formulate a two-phase model to help address that need. We had some retirements in October, and so we had to work 6+ months to make sure we fine-tuned, tested all that to get into shape. And we have other collaborative opportunities that we're working on for our patients in phase 2 as well.
Again, look for the full interview at healthcareittoday.com. It'll be published soon. Now, in the exhibit hall behind me, I stopped in on two companies that have been featured on Healthcare IT Today before. I got a chance to catch up with Dr. Befera over at Scanslated. He told me about some of the new features and functions that they've been working on and about some of the new success they've been enjoying.
Hi, I'm Nick Befera. I'm the CEO and founder of Scanslated. I'm also an interventional radiologist. And as you know from the last time we talked, Scanslated is software for creating patient-friendly radiology reports, and we've been able to do, to create a report that the patient engages with and can access patient-friendly definitions and diagrams while they're going through the original report text, and that's been really effective. And so what we've done more recently is we're expanding into pathology, so creating patient-friendly pathology biopsy results, kind of the same approach, trying to turn that document that is right now really confusing and anxiety-provoking into something that the patient can use to be empowered and be more involved in their care. We're also developing patient-friendly labs, and one of the additional features that we have just introduced is multiple languages. So now, in addition to English and Spanish, we have added three additional languages that the patient can choose from. So really trying to use this as a way to promote health equity as well as patient engagement.
Now, as some of you may know, I am a RedRick fan. I got a chance to review their Ergo Home Workstation, which of course is a workstation designed for radiologists who are working at home. I'll actually put a link, to that article and that review in the links below. Now, while I was here, I did get a chance to catch up with Josh, who gave me a preview and a walkthrough of this really unique workstation that they have, which is able to support 5 monitors, and it's actually designed for more than radiologists. It also can be used by people in the security field and in IT. Here's Josh with more information.
My name's Josh Patrick. I'm with RedRick Technologies, and we're here at our booth at RSNA 2024. In front of me here we have one of the several workstations we've got here as examples, and this one in particular is a large L-shaped unit which is here to sort of demonstrate a few things, one of which being our ability to customize and deal with challenging spaces. The other is the strength and durability and that the power of our workstations can be demonstrated in a large setup like this very well. So you may recognize this sort of landscape from some reading spaces where you've got 6+ monitors to deal with, and we can handle that very easily, as you may already know. So even a setup with this many displays is easy to adjust for height as well as effortless adjustment of the focal depth of these monitors. You'll notice over here too I have an additional mount that travels with this set as well. And the other reason we wanted to bring this here is because not only does it speak to our ability to handle challenging reading spaces in radiology, we've done a lot of work in other areas of the hospital, such as telemetry, pathology, physical security, and cybersecurity spaces. Basically anywhere where the user is engaging with large sets of displays and dealing with a lot of visual information while trying to stay productive, comfortable, and healthy.
You know, I gotta say, I really love that wood grain on that workstation. It's very retro. I was actually joking with them that maybe we need an ashtray on there and it'll be totally something out of the 60s. But it's very impressive that that workstation can support 5 vertical monitors as well as that other monitor on the L. It is a massive desk, and I could totally see how useful it would be for someone who's monitoring cybersecurity or maybe a command center for telemetry from vitals from patients. Just incredible. You know, it has been a great day one here at RSNA24. I'm looking forward to more over the next 3 days. Tomorrow, one of the things I'm looking forward to is actually the PocketHealth Lunch and Learn that's happening here. It'll feature a number of panelists, including Rishi and Ram from PocketHealth. It's happening at noon Central Time in S502 on the 5th floor here. I'll definitely be there, and I hope to see you as well. I'll put a link to that one down below. This has been Colin Hung for Healthcare IT Today here in Chicago, Illinois at RSNA24. Thanks for watching this, and I'll catch you on the next video.